The Rico's Pizza car from Stamford, Connecticut, car 71 for Marvin Minkler.
You know, the first year we just wanted to get on the track and get some laps, and every year we just picked up a little more and a little more from the previous season. So we did a lot of work with the chassis. So we did some things that were way different than before. We had a traditional setup before, and we just changed some springs around and worked on that setup, and we got the speed that we wanted.
First career podium, Marvin Minkler in the 71 team. He's been getting better as the season goes on, as the last few years have developed.
You're racing, you're struggling. Like the year before I was 12th, I felt like every week. And then at the beginning of the season, we were 7th quite a bit. You reflect back to all the moments in the shop here to 3, 4 a.m. trying to get things together. And then you have a top 3, which was great because we were right in the hunt there. So it was a good feeling getting out there. You're running with those guys. Like when you're out front, you're the hunted, right? And those guys are coming and they're vultures. And it's like that in every division at Stafford. I mean, every division's that competitive. So when you're out front, like those guys are nipping hard. And you know, to have a restart like that, 5th traditionally in the last couple of years, I would have dropped back to 10th to stay up and fight with those guys. It was like, okay, the car is working. I'm a little better now and I can make some things happen.
Oh boy! Oh, finally passed P7, buddy. I know. Finally passed P7. I'm so proud of you. Huh?
That was great. That was actually really great. Yeah, Bobby was really proud. I think he's prouder of me most of the days than I am of myself. Now we're working at the shop to make it better, and hopefully that transfers over to the track and going in with a little bit more swagger and your head's held high instead of looking at your feet.
Final circuit, they are literally sliding and slamming off each other.
Some of the times that I got in trouble, I hit the 69 car. I felt so bad that there was a little jingle in front of us, and he checked up, and I was hell-bent on getting back to the front, and I just ran him over. 100% my fault, and I felt terrible about it. And I was like, you know, the way I was racing in that moment wasn't the way I was racing this season. I just gotten shuffled back, and I was a little angry about it, and I was like, okay, I need to prove myself here. I know where I am, and I know where I should be. And whatever it was just a blip on the radar. Like, I want to get in the car the next day. You know, I'm like, I can rectify this. I know I can do better. That's sort of the mindset I have.
Marvin Minkler claimed his first top 5 since his podium finish back in early June. Minkler's on a streak of 5 consecutive top 10 finishes.
Yeah, that just gave us, again, confidence in my abilities getting better, and also in the car. Like, okay, I can do this with the car. I can't do that with the car. So that's the biggest learning curve from the start to where we are now. Like, I know what the car is going to do. I know the way it should handle. I know if there's a vibration, what it is. I'm like, gee, there's a vibration in the beginning. Now I'm like, oh, drive shaft's going, or whatever it is. Again, you're taking baby steps from the beginning where we're nothing. You're just hoping to finish every race. And then as your seasons go along, you want to get a little better. Obviously improve on the season before that. But you're like, okay, I think I can run in the top 10. I'm a top 10 guy now. Okay, now I'm looking at top 5s. You can't be afraid of asking questions, right? So you're always asking, like, what are you doing? So you just try to get that knowledge and apply it to what you're doing today. I mean, certainly Paul Verrecchio, he's here with me all the time. Like when we killed the rear end, he was here until 3, 4 in the morning. Cam was here even later trying to get it loaded for the next day. So all the guys here at the shop. Rico's Pizza has been phenomenal with their sponsorship. I mean, we asked them for something a couple years ago and they're like, okay, we're all in, which has been great. Now I owe him a trophy. We were a top 10 team, we felt this year. We'd like some more top 10s. You know, you look at the best guys out there like Travis. Travis is always in the top 10, always in the top 5. You know, those guys that are accumulating points, like Adrian, his run over the last 10 races or so was amazing. He was a top 5 guy every week. You know, you want to be in that conversation. So I think, you know, eyeing the prize next year, be a top 6, top 5 car every week.